Everyone, this is Amber with Amber Crafting. Welcome back to my channel, and I hope that you're having a fantastic day. Today we are going to go through my January journaling challenge. This is the New Year, New Me notebook that I collaborated with the talented Shella Creates to put together. So we have 31 journaling prompts for the entire month of January, and you can see as I flip through the beginning of the pages, I have already started getting into it. However, I will have a very busy month ahead, so I want to go ahead and pre-decorate the rest of the pages in this journal so that I can just keep it in my bag and journal on the go or when the mood strikes me. I tend to do this sometimes, and it really helps me in keeping on top of my journaling project for the month. So let's talk about materials. I've got my Staedtler watercolor pencils, which I have absolutely loved last month when I used them for the December Reflect journal. And I have a bunch of sticker books containing heavily floral inspired designs. They're by the Happy Planner, so I've got the Happy Blooms, I've got the sophisticated florals, I have flowers, pressed florals, and colorful florals. Last but not least, I have some die cut stickers from Mary Poppins, and I'll be using those as the focal point and quote for my pages. So what I'm going to do now is speed up the process of myself creating the rest of the spreads in this journal so that I can have it in my purse on the go when it is time to journal that page. So I'll be starting from page 10 and going up to page 31. So I have about 21 pages to do. So without further ado, let's get started. The reason I chose watercolor pencils for this project is because they are so portable, and this brand in particular is so easy to blend that my process for each of the pages is to color a design with the watercolor pencil and then take my water brush and blend out the color. And this process works so well. The colors blend together, so a lot of the pages do end up having this ombre effect that I really like. And after that, the watercolors themselves dry pretty quickly, so I'm able to add the sticker accents almost right away after blending out my colors. So for a lot of these pages, since they were having a floral background, I tried to keep the watercolor design neutral. In some of the pages, as you can see, I'm doing repeated motifs along the border of the page, and that is to keep the page pretty simple. I want the center of the page to be white for my journaling, and I did want to, even though I'm spending some time decorating the pages, I didn't want to spend too much time decorating the pages because I wanted to be able to finish this process in 1 or 2 sittings. And I did in fact finish making these 21 layouts in about 2 days. So it was 2 sittings, so 2 evenings of going in with my watercolors and my water brush and adding the stickers. So I'm really happy with the way that turned out. In this spread specifically, I loved the way that I did these flowers. And you can see that I kind of copied the flower that I was using the sticker for. And I did that because there was that one large sticker and no smaller stickers. And I wanted to repeat that design. For a lot of the spreads, even though they are florals, I did want to have a kind of winter look. So you can see them going in with a lot of cool colors on these. A lot of pinks, but cool toned pinks and a lot of cool toned blues, and kind of juxtaposing those colors along with the color that's featured in my sticker that I'm using. For this spread, I used those stripes that you can see here because I thought that they were fun and a great way to give myself a break from doing the watercolor. Sometimes when you're doing a lot of spreads at once, you do start to feel like you're doing the same spread over and over again. So this was a great way for me to get a little break and kind of give my mind a little bit of something to focus on. The next spread, and I really liked this one as well. I drew some coffee cup doodles and color those in with watercolor, and then I do go in ahead and add a few other motifs to fill in the spaces between those coffee cups. And this was because the sticker that I end up using does feature a pretty large coffee cup. So I think that this is one of the fewer spreads that doesn't have flowers heavily featured. For the next spread, I am doing something similar to the coffee cups, but with chocolate chip cookies. The sticker that I'm featuring here says, in life, friends are like chocolate chips, and I thought that was such a cute saying and a great way to get a doodle in that was a little bit more whimsical. For my next spread, again, I'm taking a break from the watercolor and just doing flowers. I don't want to say just to minimize it, but I did use the flowers because the flowers were so colorful that I didn't feel like watercolor was necessary. This is one of the techniques that I really like, adding horizontal stripes and blending them, and I felt that those went really well with the clear stickers that I used. And then I liked that so much that I went ahead and did a similar type of spread, but instead of using horizontal stripes, I did vertical ones, and again matching the color on the flower stickers that I'm using. And then I went in with an archival pen and drew some vines. This spread was something that I've copied last month in a class. It's an abstract kind of blob print type of spread, and I enjoyed this technique so much that it does tend to find itself in my spreads pretty often. The next spread, I was inspired by Saved by the Bell here with type of this 90s geometric patterns and triangles, and I thought those contrasted really well with flowers because it's kind of an unexpected design. This next spread, another small doodle one. Here I'm doing books and reading and bookmarks and like tea bags and things. And this was really fun. I don't doodle nearly as much as I want to, and I think I should do more because the effect is adorable. And it does end up looking like stickers when you take a step back and look at it, and I think a great way to add design. For this next one, I'm going in with a little variation of those horizontal stripes with kind of like a lollipop feature. And what that does is it really blends into this ombre effect that doesn't look like the stripes that I initially put down. And looking for some stickers here that kind of go with that theme, but still let a lot of the color show through. So I went with this clear sticker here. This next one, I was thinking about making some cards actually with hearts on them, and that kind of made itself evident in my spread because I'm doing like a heart theme, but not like traditional Valentine's Day hearts with pinks. I'm doing it with more neutral colors because I wanted them to go with the sticker, again with that friendship theme. This next spread, I used like diagonal marks, and I'm adding this ombre shade. And this is another one that I do often. But this time I did blend the marks in so you don't see it that well, whereas other times when I do diagonal marks, I do leave them unblended. And now again, you can see that kind of neutral abstract theme, but I'm keeping it right on the border only as opposed to having it across the page as you saw in my other spread, and using a cool and a warm toned color to give some contrast. So we're getting almost to the end, and I did, you can see that kind of my spreads tend to blend from one way to the next. I did an ombre spread, this one again with kind of abstract shapes, but they're a little bit more free flowing and not confined to the border this time. And you can see again I'm doing abstract shapes but in different colors, and I am keeping it to the border, but the border is a very thick border this time. So you can really see that it doesn't take that long to decorate the pages, and I think that the stickers help a lot. I'm on a trend of really trying to use up all the stickers that I have, and this was a fun way to do it. And especially with those larger Happy Planner stickers, like these floral ones are very large and larger than what I would use in my planner. So they make a great backdrop or focal point, or backdrop to your focal point in your planner. Now we're at the end, and I'm just going to flip through and show you all of the spreads that we've done. So these first couple of spreads I had already worked on prior to this decorating process, and again we started on page 9 to add those stickers and that very quick watercolor either background or border. I think that all of these came out really beautifully, and as I was flipping through these, I could not find a favorite. Like, they're all just so unique, even though there were a few repeated motifs that I had done, like the horizontal stripes and the vertical stripes, and even a couple of layouts where I did abstract shapes. The colors really make them stand apart from one another, and I think also the use of the flower stickers makes the whole spread different from one another as well. So thank you for spending some time with me today, and here's some videos you may like. I will see you soon.